Bethesda is no stranger to building some of the most incredible worlds we have ever explored, from Morrowind to Fallout 76. These worlds are full of interesting design and environmental stories. Even Starfield has some small shards of this greatness. People love exploring these worlds, dungeon delving, and experiencing something great. This is Bethesda's bread and butter. Yet in recent years they have been lacking. With Starfield, that the sense of exploration has fallen flat. People appreciated the handcrafting side of these games, and it shows the passion of the creators, whereas seeing the same copy and pasted planet just doesn't give the same feeling. I think I speak for everyone by saying that we want a landmass filled with fun and unique dungeons, cities and villages, as well as forts and castles. If the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out and copy and paste these castles and POIs all around this landmass in Hammerfell or High Rock, people will be very annoyed. It will take the fun out of exploring the game. That's the major issue Starfield has. I've been playing a heavily modded Skyrim, and I have been absolutely loving it. What really works with Skyrim, not every dungeon is linked to a quest. You can simply explore it and get a great reward at the end of it, or something to sell at a local shop to upgrade your equipment. I really think Bethesda should download a collection pack and really explore what they offer, listing ideas that they can introduce or innovate on those ideas. Bethesda devs really could learn a lot from the modding community. My favorite mod collection is the Constellations mod pack by Axion. It provides so much immersion and content, as well builds upon Skyrim's foundation. There are custom quests that provide a fantastic experience. Bethesda needs to take this inspiration from the quests and provide a similar experience for the wider audiences. With Bethesda's past experience, they should be more than capable in creating a solid living world, especially with new tech that they showed off in Starfield. The new animation system can bring NPCs to life. Of course, the system still needs work, especially with facial animations, but the body animations are pretty good. The shipbuilding is definitely going to be used for boat construction or castle construction. The outpost system could be turned into a village builder, much like the mod Sim Settlements. NPCs would have very unique quests for the players as the village grows. Their past games did push into player-created settlements like Fallout 4 and Starfield. They've got to make sure that they make 90% of the content, but leave 2 to 3 areas where the player can build. Some people love base building, but others don't. They also need to make sure this game is a content complete game. Have survival modes in it from the start, have the fishing mini games and the other mini games. Provide all that you can to make this world feel lived in. Have a farming sim, have a hunting sim. It will be an amazing experience. They also need to remain true to the world, not introducing our world politics and culture. Keep it true to the lore and the world. There's a reason why we love this world. It's because it's different from ours, full of magic, wonder, gods and chaos. It needs to stay true to the Elder Scrolls and not get influenced by any agendas, activists or politics. They really need to be running on all cylinders to produce a compelling game. If they don't, I really believe that Bethesda will be in trouble. Right now, fans are not happy with what they have received from Bethesda, especially with Starfield and the latest Shattered Space DLC. The Steam reviews are very bad and mostly negative. I do think Bethesda is quite scared of making the next Elder Scrolls, as I do believe that they may be forced into putting real-world politics into these games and it not meeting the expectations of players. But if they really want to deliver, they need to bring their entire passion to it. And I'm not going to lie, when you put an entire passion into it and not just half-arse it, it is absolutely fantastic. We've seen that with Skyrim. It was very well done in its gameplay and its exploration and stuff. We saw that in Fallout 4. Yeah, the story wasn't there, but the world was there. The exploration was great. And we've seen it with a few others, like Oblivion and Morrowind. I don't think it helps with having former devs being very worried already by oh, I don't think we meet their expectations and stuff. I think it's very foreboding and it's very like, oh, preparing to fail instead of going, hey, we can do this. There is like toxic positivity, but there's also having like an optimism to make something great. Like you've got to have confidence with yourself. Like, yeah, I'm going to make the best dungeons I can. I'm going to make the great stories and stuff. I think a lot of people will enjoy the hell out of this. And I really think you need to have that kind of attitude. Having a very like, oh, I don't think we'll be able to please everyone kind of attitude, it doesn't really work at all. You need to have like, Bethesda have had the building blocks to make great experiences for ages. Like from Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, they have it. They have it right there. And they just need to look back and go, all players want is some great stories, some cool factions, some amazing dungeons with great sort of ideas happening with them, And that's all. That's all they want. And it's really not that hard. I mean, we've got AI to make some stuff. And of course, don't use AI, use your own imagination. But if you want some creativity and influence and you're struggling, AI can be useful. And then, oh, this team is full of people that are bright sparks that can create some wild imaginations and stuff. Let them cook. Let them do some fun. Let them make a dungeon that has this, that, and the other in it. That is strange, puzzles and stuff like that. That is what we want. And I think they can do it as long as they are full of passion to do it and take the time. Whereas I feel like they're trying to cut corners, especially after playing Starfield. It's a corner cutter game. It just feels very underutilized and ideas were not allowed to go beyond a certain point. And I think it really let it down. So Starfield actually won an award for most innovative gameplay. But innovation comes from feedback too. So listening to people, making sure you understand what they're saying, getting feedback, making community posts and asking people what they want. They need to create questionnaires and ask people what they want. Hey, is this a good idea? What do you think of this? And stuff like that. Get proper feedback. And then once you've created those designs, get people to properly play it. Yeah, there might be leaks and stuff, but hell, if it's such a great quest, people would be like, I can't wait to play that. I can't wait to play that. That it looks amazing, and stuff like that. So you really want to get this feedback from people and listen to people. Listening to feedback is so important for a game to really become great. Look what's happened to Starfield. It's, it wasn't the best at release, but it is slowly improving and listening to what players wanted. Now, imagine if you could do that before even starting development, but just asking people what they want. You've even got Dragon's Dogma 2, Capcom, making community posts or like questionnaires, be like, hey, what do you think of this? What, kind of thing. What part of the game did you really enjoy? Kind of thing. And what do you think we could improve? That is really great feedback to get for developers to be like, yeah, so they want this, that, and the other. Hey, let's give them what they want. And of course, players can be wrong sometimes, but, if they're saying literally what they want and then they get what they want, they only have themselves to blame. But in most cases, I really do think that players would be like, holy crap, you've actually made what I wanted. This is incredible. A new world to explore with a bunch of dungeons, a bunch of characters that are incredibly great, new amazing quests and factions and stuff, and just all the dungeons I can dream of going into. Yeah, it would work. It really would work. Amazing weaponry and armors, uniques. It would just be like, listen to that feedback. You need to listen to your player base. If you don't, you're doomed. I mean, just look at Ubisoft and everything, and and other development companies. It's going under and it's collapsing. So you really need to make sure you listen to feedback, what people say, instead of just staying and not listening to it. Because there's been, one of the, I think it's like level designers or writers or something like that. They're like, oh, you don't listen to feedback. You must listen to feedback. In any, place in the world, you would. Like if you're doing your job not great and they give you feedback on how to make your job a little bit better and how to do it better, you listen and you do it. Or you get fired. Of course you listen to feedback. And for them to turn around and say, no, we don't, you just ignore feedback and the critics and stuff like that. It's like, no, you need to listen. Of course you need to be like, are they right? And analyze and stuff. And, most of the time they are. Especially with like people who are criticizing Starfield for the story and all that stuff and the writing and the gameplay and stuff. Yeah, of course. That's why they're trying to change it and stuff like that. I mean, they've got a long way to go in order to get it to like a 9 out of 10. It's currently, for me, it's sitting at a 5 out of 10. You've got to listen to feedback in order to innovate. Like I said, the game's been voted one of the innovative games. And I feel like that's, I wouldn't say that's true. They need to really listen to feedback to innovate, which they haven't, which they actively say they don't. So yeah, but for Elder Scrolls 6, they really need to listen to people and watch videos like this so they can get a clear vision. Vision is something they immensely need for a game now, having a clear direction and what they want to do. To conclude, Bethesda really needs to over-deliver to get fans back and fully on board with them. I honestly believe passionate people can create an incredible gaming experience like Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Don't let us down, Bethesda. Let me know if you think this is Bethesda's last chance, or you'll happily take whatever you are given by Bethesda. What would you like to see in the next Elder Scrolls, and some ideas and stuff, if you have any. All comments are appreciated. So yeah, please like, subscribe too. Bye.